What's up guys, Trizzle Trey with TrizzTech&Electronics, and in this video, I'm going to give you guys my first impressions of the brand new Google Nexus 7. As you guys know, if you've been following the channel for a while, I was a huge fan of the first iteration of this, the original Google Nexus 7 that was released last year. I wasn't really into Android tablets at the time, or really Android devices in the first place, and I picked that up for your guys' viewing pleasure, and I absolutely fell in love. There were a few things I wasn't too keen on, and when the iPad mini came out, I swiftly switched over to that as my 7-inch tablet of choice. But with the release of this Nexus 7, it's definitely swaying my favor a little bit. Now that I'm completely and solidly Android as my smartphone and I'm not using iPhone anymore, the only iOS devices I use are my iPad and iPad mini, and I do think that this Nexus 7 could very well fill that void of the 7-inch tablet and knock the iPad mini off its pedestal until we see what releases here in the fall when they update the iPad mini, but that's for a different video as well. So the things that I really love about this device, the biggest thing I love, and I already talked about this in my unboxing video as well as the gaming video that I recently posted to the channel, is the amazing 1920 by 1200 display here on the brand new 2013 Google Nexus 7. It's absolutely awesome. It looks gorgeous. It's definitely the best display on a tablet I've ever seen, and it just looks great. When you hold it off axis, it really does look like the apps on your homepage and whatnot, or even apps inside of Google Play, look like they're stickers raised above the edge of the display. They're so vivid, so keen, it just looks absolutely great, and it's definitely the best feature on this tablet. Now, a couple of things that I don't like too much, as I stated in a previous video, is I really don't like the large forehead and chin on the device when holding it in portrait mode. It really just feels awkward, and when you're trying to type, it's really awkward having this big chin in the way, and the bezel just being so big on the top and bottom, whereas the bezel's so thin on the sides, and it's so big on the bottom. And the other thing I don't understand is with the bezels being so big on the forehead and chin, why are they rear-facing speakers? Why didn't they mount them on the front? I don't get that. Hasn't anybody learned anything from the success of the Nexus 10 speakers as well as the massive success of boom sound on the HTC One? Have people not learned? It just blows my mind. But those two things I really don't understand is the big chins, but I will say one thing that with the big chin and forehead that really did amaze me was in my gaming video yesterday that I posted. It really does feel good when playing racing games. Your thumbs fit perfectly on the chin and forehead of the device, and it feels really good in your hand as a steering wheel. I really do like that, and the gaming on this is absolutely awesome. I do have to say that as a tablet gamer, I play a lot of games on tablets and smartphones. This is definitely my new go-to device for pretty much any mobile gaming, especially racing games, as you saw in my Riptide GP video that I posted just recently to the channel. Really awesome, feels great in the hand. I like the thin form factor that you can easily hold it in one hand. That's one thing that even with the iPad mini, I can easily hold it in one hand because I have, average to large size hands, and I can hold the iPad mini in one hand as well, but this feels a whole hell of a lot more comfortable. So guys, definitely stay tuned. This was just my first impressions of the device. There's a lot of things. Android 4.3 is also super snappy. I really do like that as well. It's not a huge change from 4.2.2, but it's still pretty awesome. I am a Nexus user. I love the stock Android experience. There really isn't anything that you can exchange for that when it comes to Android. It really is how Google intended it to be, and it definitely shines through. So I do like this Nexus 7. My first impressions are pretty much all positive with a couple of negatives that aren't even that big of a deal. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. You gotta give a little to get a little, and I understand that. So I am very impressed with the device. Definitely stay tuned for the full review of the Google Nexus 7. We also have some more Nexus 7 related content coming up. We have a rear and front facing camera tests, both showing up on the channel here in the next couple of days. And then we also have a big comparison between the Juggernaut iPad mini. So that'll be cool. It'll be a head-to-head 7-inch tablet battle royale against the iPad mini and the Nexus 7. So stay tuned for that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was quick and straight to the point, and I'm just kind of rambling here. But these are my first impressions. I like the device, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Give it a thumbs up. Peace.